Is going on, everybody? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringle here, and we are live for the Las Vegas Grand Prix as we are under 15 minutes away from the race beginning. I'm going to give it a second here and let people join in. What's going on, everybody? First time I've been back in a couple weeks doing the live streams. I'm going to try to do the race as long as I can talking. I've been dealing with a little bit of bronchitis here lately, so my voice has been going in and out the last couple of days. But last year we had such an amazing race in Las Vegas. We expect more of the same this year. They're talking about the track is extremely windy this evening, a tailwind going into turns 1 and turns 5, which could cause mass chaos when it comes to braking, when it comes to the start of this race, even. So we could definitely see some fireworks at the very beginning there. We had such a great qualifying session yesterday. We saw George Russell take pole position. It looked like it was going to be Carlos Sainz. Then it looked like it was going to be Charles Leclerc. Then George Russell came out of nowhere, the last guy to cross the finish line in qualifying, and he was able to put it on pole position. You've got Lando Norris and Max Verstappen starting next to each other. But today's the day that Max Verstappen can clinch the Drivers' Championship. Lando Norris has to finish at least 3 points ahead of Max Verstappen to at least push it to Qatar next week. But I just, I think the championship is done and dusted at this point. We'd all love to see, Lando Norris really make it a fight to the end. It's just unfortunately with Brazil a couple weeks ago, I think we're at that point now where it's just too much to overcome. You have 62 point disadvantage right now to Max. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, anything's possible here in Las Vegas. We've seen that this track brings out a craziness. With the temperatures not being what your typical track temperatures would be like when you go to just about any other track on the F1 calendar. We get it's much colder there than in any race of the season, so that it's hard for those tires to warm up. We've seen people have a hard time warming tires up, not warming them up, correctly, or getting them warmed up quick enough, which causes issues. We could see that definitely today, on the starting grid. Um, just some last minute stuff. Franco Colapinto is going to start the race for Williams today. He's going to be starting from pit lane, obviously, with all the changes that were going to be made to that car. After his horrific crash yesterday in Q1, um, or excuse me, Q2. Thank God he was okay. He passed medically, that he's able to race today in Las Vegas. I was quite shocked that Williams was able to get his car, up and ready to go. Um, but more power to Williams. I know they're really trying to fight for that, for every spot that they can when it comes to the constructors championship. So we know that they're at least going to attempt to get that car out there if they can. Um, if you guys are wondering why I'm a little bit quiet, it is literally almost midnight here in the great old state of Texas as we're getting ready to watch this race. So I've got to keep it down as literally everybody else in my family is asleep. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. It would really help me out a lot. And then if you guys can hit that like button as well, it helps out. It helps push this video out to more and more Formula One fans. So please hit that like button if you can. And if you want to support the channel in other ways as well, you guys can send super chats throughout the race. I read them. I read them out here on the air as chats get sent in, but supporting the channel by sending super chats would really help me out immensely as well. So let's see, we are 9 minutes away from start. Just want to make sure we get everything updated here. Audio's up. Is the audio working, everybody? Okay, it is working. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Trying to make some changes, last minute changes. Testing. Okay, that sounds good enough. I will try to speak as loud as I can. Like I said, family is in bed asleep. So let's do this. We're gonna take one little break here before we get started into this race. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. If you guys want to send a super chat, I will read those when I get back. When we get back ready for the race to begin. But we will take one quick little break before we get ready to start. All right, we are back just in time as they're running down the grid. Put the mic right nice and close to my mouth here. Like I said, everybody is asleep. Okay. Just wanted to make sure the audio was working correctly. All right, so here we go. We are just about getting ready to take off on the formation lap. Round 22. Two more races to go after tonight. You'll have Qatar and then Abu Dhabi. Fernando Alonso is starting on the soft compounded tires. It looks like everybody else, top 15, all starting on the mediums. Most everybody is starting on mediums except for three cars: Bottas, Colapinto, and Albon, it looks like. No, sorry, Perez. Perez is starting on the hards as well. Yeah, so Perez, Bottas, Colapinto all starting on hards. Alonso starting on the softs. $10 time for the formation lap. They will take off, and here we go. Wondering how fast or how slow they will go on this formation lap. We know that going at almost full speed was getting a lot of these guys getting their tires to warm up correctly. When we saw during qualifying yesterday. But will we see the same today, or will we see a much slower formation lap? So Karun Chandok's talking about the wind, which I brought up just a little bit before when we started this broadcast. They've got a tailwind going into turn one. You guys remember turn one last year? Turn one, Max Verstappen took Charles Leclerc wide at turn one. It cost him a 5-second penalty. In the grand scheme of things, Max was still able to win the race. But it really caused problems last year. Man, they are really weaving those cars, trying to get some heat into those tires. If anybody's going to be suffering, it's going to be Colapinto, since he hasn't been able to go on this formation lap since he's starting from pit lane. All right, drivers are starting to form up on the grid. There's George. Everybody lining up. Everybody doing burnouts here. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are underway. George Russell gets a really good start here. Gasly, another really good start. Charles Leclerc up into second place. Great start by him. George Russell getting away, though. Great job by George. Great start there. Leclerc's right on the back end of George. There are a ton of people that were going wide in corners. Very calm, very calm beginning to this race. I'm actually quite surprised. Wow. What wheel to wheel racing going on here from Lawson and Magnussen. Oh, what a move by Sergio. Hulkenberg passes Piastri. Sorry if there's not. There is. It's very calm going here for the first two laps so far. I'm quite surprised. Here comes Max. Is he going to try to make a move on Gasly? No. All the sparks come flying off the car. It's really cool looking. Guan Yu Zhou up into 12th. Look at this. Zhou and Lawson in turn 8, leaving the track and gaining an advantage has been noted. Leclerc's got DRS. He is right on the back end of George Russell. Leclerc just sets fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Turn 14 incident involving cars 30 and 20. Lawson and Magnussen's been noted. No further investigation for Zhou and Lawson, turn 8. Here comes Leclerc. Verstappen finally gets around Gasly, so now he's up into 4th. Wow, what a fight here between George and Charles. Alonso's already into the pits. He was hoping for an early safety car. Yeah, Alonso was hoping for an early safety car, and that did not work out for him. Ooh, Oscar Piastri may have gotten a false start. Hopefully, we'll be getting ready to see a start here, and we'll be able to see what Piastri did. The Ferrari of Leclerc fell way back here all of a sudden. Okay, so here we go. We're going to see a copy or the race start. I didn't see anything there. Here's Leclerc. Great start by Leclerc. Yeah, great job by Leclerc there. Here's Max's start. Ooh, Sonoda almost into the back of Max. Ooh, George has got, yeah, he's got like parts of a plastic bag hanging off his the floor of part of his car, but it's not doing too much to him. Hamilton's going to have a shot at Piastri here. Wow, very nice. Some very nice fighting here between Hamilton and Piastri. Hamilton is right on Piastri's back end here. Gonna have a look here? No, wanted to show. Just wanted to show him that he was there. Here comes Max on. Yeah, Matt Leclerc's dropped way back. Here comes Max. He's gonna have a move. And Max is up into third. Norris around Gasly. Ooh, this is going to get spicy here in a second between Gasly, Sonoda, Hamilton, Piastri. Man, Leclerc must have damaged his. He's dropped 9 seconds off of the lead in just a couple of laps. Wow. Leclerc's being told the box. Norris being told the box. Wow. A lot of folks into the pits already on lap 10. Ooh, Oscar Piastri, 5-second penalty for a false start. So now Signs being told to pit. Man, Piastri being told to box. Man, these mediums are not lasting long at all. Signs, Gasly, Sonoda, all of them into the pits. Oh, yep, pulled basically right through his box. Guan Yu Zhou up in his Max is now being told to box. Perez around Zhou up in the sixth. Verstappen, Ocon, Zhou, Lawson, they're all into the pits. What a jumbled up mess this is. Hulkenberg's up into third. Russell being told to pit. Hopefully they'll be able to get that plastic bag that was on his floor off. Charles Leclerc goes to the inside of Pinto, got around him. Ocon's back into the pits again. I swore Ocon's already pit. Ooh. Sonoda clattered that speed limit sign. Yeah, they've gone quite a distance. The thing is Perez hasn't pit, Hulkenberg hasn't pit, Magnussen hasn't pit. Good move there by Norris to get by Magnussen, and now Hamilton's on the back of Magnussen already. Here's the thing: so the cars of like Hulkenberg, trying to go a little bit longer, Magnussen's who's trying to go a little bit longer. Hulkenberg's finally into the pits. He's going to be on fresher hards. Gasly's radio. Lonzo's. Ooh, car's blown up. Bye bye, Pierre. Bye bye. Jeez, that sucks for Gasly. Such a great qualifying for the Alpines, and then his car blows up. Here comes Hamilton on Norris. Hamilton gets around Norris. Boy, these are some decent fights going on right now. Is that Colapinto or is that Albon? Colapinto's into the pits. Nice move. Nice move by Sergio's playing bodyguard right now for Max. Lewis Hamilton around Sergio Perez. Will Norris have a shot at this? And Norris gets by him as well. Sergio Perez into the pits. Magnussen into the pits. Bottas into the pits. Yep, you could hear it. Jesus, it blew out like the rear end, almost side pod of his car. Timing screens are having a hard time tonight. That's a first for the first time in a while. Albon to the inside of Alonso there. They just showed that pass. That was a really nice pass right there. Yeah, the McLarens seem really, really slow. David Crofty brings up a really good point that it just doesn't seem like the McLarens are that fast tonight. The Mercedes look amazing. They've looked amazing all weekend long. Max will be crowned champion if the race finishes the way they are right now. Max will win the championship. Signs radio telling Signs plan A, so it sounds like maybe Signs is only doing a one stop. I'm surprised Hamilton hasn't been able to make this move on Leclerc yet. Hamilton's still not able to make this move on Leclerc. Leclerc doing just enough to stay in front of him. Norris radio. The front right looks like it's about to go any lap. Hamilton radio. Man, these guys are fast on the straight. Looks like Hulkenberg is flying right now because he's now 2.5 seconds behind Piastri. Piastri. And Guan Yu Zhou is getting ready to make a move on Alonso. This is the. This would be the second. And Guan Yu Zhou just gets around Alonso for 11th. Ooh, Albon got some potential overheating issues. Hulkenberg's flying. He's now within a second and a half of Piastri. Sergio Perez makes the pass on Liam Lawson. Very nicely done. Up into 13th. Somebody's into the pits. Alonso's into the pits. It'll be his second stop already. Alonso on to another set of hards. Albon radio. Oh no. Albon's having to retire the car. Piastri being told to come into the pits. Yep, Albon into the pits. God, that sucks for him. Look at this. Guan Yu Zhou's up into the points. Verstappen is going to be boxing here shortly as he was starting to lose time to Russell. Box me, guys. Colapinto into the pits as well now. Signs, swap positions. Great job by Signs there to only let Leclerc by. That's going to be a penalty there, Signs. Yeah, that's got to be a Signs penalty getting ready to come. Jeez. Yeah, that's a penalty. If that's not a penalty coming for Signs, What's the penalty for that though? Well, yeah, they just showed the last 4 laps between Norris and Verstappen, and Norris has been fastest the last 2 laps, but literally one of those laps was Max in the pits. Like, what the hell? Sonoda's into the pits. That moves Hulkenberg up into 7th. Signs on 19 lap old hards? Signs just pit. How is he on hard? How is he on old hards? I'm thinking that graphic is wrong. Norris being told now to box. Nice pit stop by the McLaren boys right there. Lewis is flying right now, and he's catching Verstappen. Here comes, here comes Hamilton. Is he going to make a move on Max? Yup. Goes to the inside of Max and makes it look really easy. Now Hamilton up into 3rd place. Just trying to tell Max right there, just don't worry about it. All we need to do is finish ahead of McLaren and ahead of Norris. Russell's into the pits. Man, Russell is just running away with this race. Piastri around Guan Yu Zhou. Zhou is in the last points paying position. Perez now being told to box. I'm going to step away here for just a moment. Use the restroom real quick. Okay, we're back. I'm going to try to make it through the rest of this race. My voice is starting to become shot. Even though I haven't talked a lot, my voice is still, I've been getting over being sick. So I got bronchitis again. So we're down to 10 laps to go. Right now, Max will win the championship based on where he's at. Ten laps to go. Here we go. Signs gonna fancy a move against Verstappen here. Hamilton's only 6 seconds behind Russell now. Is Verstappen going to get passed by both these guys here in just a second? Here comes Signs. Signs up into the podium position. Nice pass by Signs. Hamilton is starting to, and here comes Leclerc. Come on, Hulk. You got to get around Sonoda. Hamilton's down to 5.3 now, 5.4. Here comes Leclerc. Is he going to have a shot on Max? Looks like Signs has finally broken DRS to Max, so that should help Charles here. There you go, Hulk. Five laps to go. Hamilton's 4.9 back. Jesus, yeah, that was. Leclerc looked very squirrely coming off of turn 3 there. Ocon's into the pits. Here goes Leclerc. Finally gets that move done. Leclerc up into fourth. Great job by Charles on that pass there. Just later on the brakes than Max. Russell's now starting to pull a little bit of a gap to Hamilton. George has just been dominating this race from the beginning. Yep, they're going to box Norris, try to get him fastest lap. Here comes Lando into the pits to try to go for fastest lap. All right, here we go. Final lap. Come on, Perez. I need you to get around Sonoda here, please. Here we go. George coming through. George is just, I mean, the Mercedes have looked amazing all weekend long. Here we go. George Russell getting ready to. George Russell wins. George Russell wins in Las Vegas. Congratulations, George. A 1-2 for Mercedes. And Sainz gets the. Max Verstappen is a world champion again. 4-time world champion. Congratulations, Max Verstappen. That's 4 championships in a row. He clinches the world championship with 2 races to go. What a job that Max has done this season. He just it when he needed to do the job, he's done it. In Brazil, he did it. He did it tonight. He just when he needed to, he got the job done. And congratulations to Max on his 4th championship. What a job. What a job. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. My throat is about had it. But guys, if you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for joining me, the American F1 fan, on this live stream. We're going to be doing more of these live streams towards the end of the season as well. So join me for those. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringle, signing off.